Today, in the world of cannabis, a group of U.S. Congresspeople issue a letter to President Biden calling for mass cannabis conviction pardons. A Michigan-based cannabis company takes steps towards addressing racial disparity in the industry. And a cannabis legalization bill in Minnesota faces an uphill battle after passing through its first legislative committee. It's Monday, February 22nd, and this is your TRICHOMES Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, in a report by Marijuana Moment, a group of 37 members of Congress have sent a letter to President Biden calling for them to begin issuing mass cannabis conviction pardons. The letter was led by Congressional Cannabis Caucus co-chairs Representative Earl Blumenauer and Representative Barbara Lee. During your previous tenure at the White House, President Obama understood that decades of harsh and discriminatory federal drug laws unfairly trapped minority individuals and communities in cycles of despair, the letter states. Your administration has the power to expand on this legacy and issue a general pardon to all former federal, nonviolent cannabis offenders in the U.S. and trigger resentencing for all those who remain federally incarcerated on nonviolent, cannabis-only offenses for activity now legal under state laws. The growing number of U.S. states legalizing some form of cannabis use and the U.S. House vote in favor of ending federal cannabis prohibition has been renewed hope for nationwide cannabis policy reform, and advocates want to make sure that those wrongly prosecuted for cannabis-related crimes are not forgotten.
And next, in a report by Click on Detroit, Pleasantries, a Michigan-based cannabis company, is working to address social inequalities in the cannabis industry, starting with hiring more minority employees. We're trying to level the playing field. When you have this industry that has been criminalized by a prohibition, but is now legal, it is really about balancing those scales and trying to even it out, said Jerome Crawford of Pleasantries, who supervises legal services and social equity programs for the company. Data from the ACLU shows that Black people are 3.7 times more likely to be arrested for cannabis possession than white people. In addition, the company has established its Pleasantries Social Equity Plan, which focuses on value chain access, education, and equitable legislation. We are supporting peace and legislation, and supporting actual elected officials who are about the change, who want to do things different, Crawford said.
And last up, in a report by the Star Tribune, a cannabis legalization bill in the state of Minnesota has been approved by the House Commerce Committee with a 10-7 party line vote. All Democrat lawmakers voted in favor, while all Republican lawmakers voted nay. This is an opportunity in the age of COVID and political and racial disruption and economic uncertainty to open the doors to grow our local economy and bridge the outrageous racial disparities in our state, said Anthony Newby of North Minneapolis, who works for a CBD company. The bill now faces an uphill battle in the Republican majority state Senate, who have cited fears of increased highway accidents, substance abuse, and cannabis use in the workplace. It's a bad bill, said Ryan Hamilton with the Minnesota Catholic Conference. It's a bad bill for adolescents. It's bad for our brothers and sisters with substance abuse problems, and it's bad for people who use our highways, and it's bad for the common good. In addition to recreationally legalizing cannabis, the bill, if made law, would automatically expunge the records of those with misdemeanor cannabis convictions.
That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit trichomes.com.
And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts like Hash It Out, The High Ground, or Careers in Cannabis wherever you get your podcasts. For trichomes.com, I'm David Fortin.
And I'm Devin Liao. Have a great day.